everybody, Massacre this here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. Today, picked up 3 titles on DVD, so let's take a look at what I got. Today I ran to one of my local thrift stores. I picked myself up 2 DVDs, both for $2.50 a piece. First one being Nothing to Lose. Simply grabbing this to replace my VHS copy. I have just recently watched this, loved the movie, thought it was great, very funny, has that great kind of mid to late 90s sort of buddy movie type feel. I just thought it was great. Love the message, just love all the comedic moments. It's definitely one to check out. I'd highly recommend it. And the second title I picked up from the thrift store was Alexander the Director's Cut. This year's the 2-disc widescreen special edition release. Now I do actually already own this very release on DVD. However, I got my copy years ago from a friend and the second disc was scratched, which had always bothered me. In fact, I even remember it skipping a little bit, which is definitely not cool. So I've been wanting to replace that copy for the longest time now, but every time I come across this movie, it's always the full screen copy, or when I do every so often come across the widescreen release, it's always scratched. So today, when I came across this for $2.50 in mint condition, that was fantastic. Definitely had to pick it up to replace my scratch copy. And the last title I got actually came in the mail from deepdiscount.com, and that was the Slumber Party Massacre Collection. A collection of movies that I've wanted to get for the longest time now. The only one of these I had ever watched up until the night was Slumber Party Massacre 2. I loved it. I thought it was great. Super cheeseball. So I definitely wanted to get the first and third movie as well. And I wanted to get the second one on DVD because I only owned the second one on VHS. So definitely wanted to pick this up. As soon as I saw this was coming out, it was something I had to get. But I've been waiting for the price to drop on it. Ended up getting this, I believe, for around $15. So $5 a title. Figured that was a good deal. And tonight I actually watched Slumber Party Massacre. So let's talk about it. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And like I said, today I checked out Slumber Party Massacre. And it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I'm a huge fan of just 80s cheeseball slash movies. And that is exactly what this was. And if you're a fan of those, this is one you're definitely going to want to check out. Like I also said, up until today, the only Slumber Party Massacre I've seen out of the trilogy was the second one. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was really cheesy, over the top, ridiculous. Almost a bit more of like kind of a parody in the way the killer was. He's this crazy rock and roll guy with the drill guitar. It's a pretty wacky out there movie. So I didn't know what to expect going into the first one. I didn't know if it was going to be the same. I didn't know if they were going to have the same killer. I didn't know if it was going to be the crazy rock and roll guy with the drill, or if it was going to be something completely different. And it was different. This one felt more like a traditional slasher movie, like what you normally expect from a slasher film. It had just a great killer, cheeseball, just characters. It's basically a bunch of girls and a couple guys, and the guys are just thrown in there simply to be murdered. That is their character. The guys' characters are just more kills. That they really serve no purpose for the most part whatsoever. And the girls are obviously having a slumber party, and that is pretty much the entire plot of the movie. And now there's a killer going after them, and it's just great. You get everything from just cheesy 80s lines to just plenty of nudity, which, not to sound like a pervert, I'm just trying to say, in an 80s slasher movie, it's come to be expected. Gratuitous nudity, it comes hand in hand. You're expecting people to be brutally murdered and TNA. That's just how an 80s slash movie is. And believe me, plenty of it in here, to the point where I was actually cracking up laughing watching it. Because normally in a slasher movie, they'll have somebody just randomly take their shirt off and, okay, whatever. In this movie, there's really like pan shots of boobs, and then they'll pan down to the ass, hold on that, and then come back up. And I just cracked up laughing because the shots made no sense. The shots were obvious, gratuitous nudity shots. That was the entire point of the shots, and I just found that it was hilarious. I just couldn't believe that they were doing it, especially a movie directed by a woman. I found that really funny that they did that. It was great. It is an 80s slasher movie, just to the T. So again, if that's what you're into, I would definitely recommend this one. It's a must-see for slasher fans. It does have a pretty much traditional slasher feel to it. It's basically just a guy going around killing people. But from what I heard, originally it was supposed to be more of a comedy, more of a satire on the slasher genre. So it does have some comedic moments in it, which sort of seem out of place in the movie that, again, was supposed to be more of a comedy, but then was shot more in the sense of a traditional slasher movie. So the goofiness does seem a little bit out of place, but for what it is, it's hilarious because it is an 80s slasher movie. So you're expecting cheese, you're expecting just goofiness, and those moments that probably back in the 80s you probably went, what the hell was that? Why did they just do that? Now really work and make the movie just that much more fun. So again, Slumber Party Massacre, definitely check it out. If you're into slasher films, you will not be disappointed. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Definitely excited about the 2 titles I picked up from my local thrift store. Replacing my VHS copy of Nothing to Lose is great, and also finally replacing my scratch copy of the director's cut of Alexander was fantastic. Like I said, been on the hunt for that one for a while now, so coming across that for $2.50 was a great deal. And also finally getting the entire Slumber Party Massacre trilogy on DVD. That's great. Very happy about that. Been wanting to have that in my collection for a while now. And also watching Slumber Party Massacre, again, it was fantastic. My first time ever seeing it, and I absolutely loved it. And if you're a fan of just great, cheesy 80s slasher movies, it is definitely one to see. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya. It is a whole other movie from Slumber Party Massacre. You fucking cunt.